Some of y'all put that madness down.
Doing y'all preparation period.
Yeah, because you're getting ready. I done seen a little bro on the block, a little 7-year-old little bro on the block the other day with his mask on. You feel me? They getting ready. You see that? They getting ready. All right, brother, finish this off for me. It's Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah.
And was November the 1st.
And was what?
November the 1st.
Right.
These pre-Christian Druids.
These what?
Pre-Christian Druids.
So this holiday goes back before Christianity. You see that? Halloween got to do with demonic worship. Demonic worship. You see that? Come on, brother.
These pre-Christian Druids had the barbarians doing ghastly things.
Like what?
It was a dreaded occasion.
It was a dreaded, Halloween was a dreaded occasion. Even for the pagans. Why? Because they knew it was time to sacrifice a child.
We finna get to that.
Come on, brother.
Since it was thought that time stood still and the souls of the dead walked the land.
See that? The pagans thought on Halloween that time stood still and all your dead relatives, they spirits walked the earth. This is the mindset of the pagan, the witch. Come on, we ain't witches, are we?
Not at all.
We serve the Lord, right?
Right.
Was Christ involved in the Feast of the Dead?
Never.
Halloween?
Never.
Never. What would Jesus do, right? Come on, brother.
Gifts, especially food, were left behind. Gifts, especially food, were left outside for these Roman ghosts.
See, so they like, well, you know what? Grandma Lulabelle finna be walking the earth again. Set a cake and some cookies outside for her. You see that? They would set cookies and cakes outside around this time. Because they believed time stood still, that their dead relatives were walking the earth. The Feast of the Dead. Come on, brother.
Wow. With the hope that no harm will come to the household.
Come on.
The Druids chose certain children.
Chose what?
Certain children.
The Druids chose certain children.
It's for the kids.
It's for the kids.
That's what they
Right,
used
that's
today.
what they
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's what they always say.
It always been about the children.
Yeah.
The Druids, and know this, Druids were the high priests of witchcraft. They were the priests.
Yeah.
Every religion has priests, high priests,
Yep.
sanctioned by their God. Christ is our high priest. All right, come on, brother.
The Druids chose children to burn alive on bonfires as offerings to the sun.
You see that? So the Druids, who were the priests of the witches, chose children to burn alive on what you call today a bonfire. But it was called bonfires back then. You see that? A bonfire. He would take your little baby and say, you know what, your baby got to get sacrificed this year. Throw him in the fire. Throw him in the fire. Come on, brother.
Parents tied yellow ribbons around the oak trees as prayers to the sun to have their children spared.
You see that? So they will hope, you know what, let's go tie a ribbon around the little the base of a tree. So hopefully the gods won't pick our child today as a sacrifice. You see that? All they got to do with Halloween. Where you think the jack-o'-lantern and all that come from? Is that in the Bible?
No.
No, it is not. Where you get it from? Come on, bro.
The fat left over from the child.
So this is crucial right here. Because you notice with the jack-o'-lantern, they got a candle burning inside of it, right? Don't they?
Yeah.
Come on, what it say?
The fat left over from the child was fashioned into a candle.
Oh, so the candle was the fat off a sacrifice child? It was fashioned into a candle. Come on.
And placed into a carved out pumpkin.
And placed into a carved out pumpkin. The jack of the lantern was representative of the child that was sacrificed that year. He was the jack of the lantern. Why you looking at it like it's decoration? That was a sacrificed child. That child was burned on what you call a bonfire. Now he'd be like, come on, we gonna get us a bonfire going. Bonfire come from bonfire. That was the fire that the Druids made to sacrifice a certain child that year. And they would take the fat that was left over from that burnt child, fashion it into a candle, and put it inside a carved out pumpkin. And what you call the jack-o'-lantern today.
And you repeat that every year.
Every year.
So somebody take your child, kill them, sacrifice them.
Yeah.
The fat that's left over, they form it into a camp.
Yeah.
And you put that in a jack-o'-lantern every year.
Trick or treat. Trick or
You've
treat.
been tricked and treated.
You've been tricked and treated, right. Stop all that, man. It's time for us to get back to the laws, statutes, and commandments of the God of this Bible right here. ASAP. Hurry up.
Rush
You don't
hour.
got all day.
Rush hour.
Right. Make no tyranny.
And that's why we out here a couple weeks before Halloween to let you know, hey, don't even allow your children to partake in that. You stop being emotional. Really, because it's you that's lusting to do it when you're done talking.
And teach it.
I taught my little baby this wickedness. She come remind me, Daddy, look, wickedness on TV.
All day.
As a young child, so you can't tell me a little child can get it, but you stiff-necked Negroes can't.
Stiff-necked.
Stop it, man.
Stiff-necked.
Stop it. We love you enough to tell you the truth. Put Halloween down. It's satanic. It has nothing to do with the Bible. We read earlier that you can't get something clean out of something that's unclean. You can't, just because you feel that ain't why you do it no more, it's all good.
Nah.
It don't work like that. And then your children grow up and don't even know why they do what they do. They grow up murderers. It's all in their language, all in their talk, they walk, they bop. What you call swag. Swag.
We are gay.
Secretly, we are gay. That's what swag mean. You don't even know. You already told me someone got my swag back. Swag started in the 60s in LA by gay men.
Oh,
It means secretly we are
Tell
gay.
it, brother, excuse me.
All praise to the Most
All
High.
praise.
It means secretly we are gay.
Show
But,
your age, old man.
but it's all in the culture now. Remember, we read, you made a covenant with death. And with hell you are in agreement. We just read that. Halloween was called the Feast of the Dead.
Dead works.
Purge your conscience from dead works to serve the living God. Grab that Hebrews 9. Hebrews 9, 14 and 15. Finish this up, brother.
So they carved out the pumpkin or hollowed out the vegetable,
Right.
which was round, sun-shaped design.
Uh-huh.
The victims were called Jack of the Lantern.
The victims were called Jack of the Lantern. So when you tell me some happy or trick or treat, and let me go get me a pumpkin so I can make me a Jack of Lantern, you know you are resembling a child being sacrificed. That child sacrifice. The Lord said He hates that.
Sinning willfully.
He already sent His Son to be the sacrifice. What are you doing, taking a baby in His innocence and sacrificing the child
To the sun god.
to the Son God, to Satan? Come on, brother.
Prisoners, or unlike people, were burned alive in wicker cages shaped in the form of animals.
They got a movie called Wicker Tree and Wicker Man. Go look it up, and I guess what? It's all about the worship of what they call the old gods, the gods of the old world. That witch we was listening to the other day on the radio. He said that's what he into. He's into the worship of all the old gods, and all my forefathers were Druids. Oh, we read this book right here, and that's what the Druids were doing, picking children to sacrifice them for their Sabbath, for their high holy day, Halloween or Samhain, or what they call Samhain. Samhain. The Feast of the Dead. Come on, brother.
The victim, going down. That was made in the form of animals and hung from trees. All of this was ultimately to pay homage to the sun.
You see that? This was done to pay homage to the sun, not the one who created the sun and put the sun up there so it could run its course. This was done to pay homage to the sun because they believed that the sun was the sustainer of life. S-U-N. Instead of the Most High who put the sun up there as an ordinance. Come on, brother.
Wooden or Odin, as you know now. The Jewish deity gives us our name of the fourth day of the week. Wooden's Day, or
what you call today Wednesday. That's the name of a false god. That's why the Most High named it day 1, day 2, day 3, on down to day 7. Man has put the name of their gods on the months and the days. Again, you have made a covenant with death. And with hell you are in agreement. You see that? That's something that we are not supposed to be doing. We're supposed to get away from this and get back to our God ASAP. That's what we need to do. What's that? Got the Hebrews 9?
Hebrews 9,
14 and 15. And somebody grab Deuteronomy 32. Deuteronomy 32, 15 down to 21.
Hebrews 9, verse 14.
What it say, Israel?
how much more shall the blood of Christ, who thought, wait a minute, yeah, how much more shall the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself without spot to y'all.
You hear that? Christ offered himself through the eternal Spirit without spot, without sin to his Father. Come on, Hebrew.
Purge your conscience from dead works to serve the living power.
See that? He said, purge your conscience from dead works to serve who?
The living God.
You gotta let Halloween go. You gotta
look for no kids.
You gotta let Christmas go. You gotta purge your conscience from dead works to serve the living God. And in this chapter, it was talking about the order of Aaron, the Levitical priesthood that was done away with. Those are the dead works, the works that you were justified by before Christ came and offered his blood. But it also applies to any other dead work you are doing claiming you're serving God, including Halloween, including Christmas, or excuse me, Xmas. They took Christ up out of that.
Right.
Xmas. He wasn't even in the first place anyway. Purge your conscience from dead works to serve the living God. Halloween is a dead work. It has to do with child sacrifice, the feast of the dead. If so, you can find it in the Bible. You will see Jesus keeping Halloween, but he didn't. Why not? Because he wasn't no witch. What are you? What are you? If you keeping all the customs of a witch, what that make you?
A witch.
If it quack like a duck, walk like a duck, what is it? It's a duck. It's the duck. Aflac. Aflac. Huh? Purge your conscience from dead works to serve the living power, man. Come on, bro.
Verse 15.
Yeah.
And for this cause he is the mediator for the new